Hello my friends and welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Gaia's limited color line. Two more added to it. I guess the Prism Blue Black might have been a limited. This is Prism Metallic Blue Violet. Now the label looks different on this one, but Metallic Turquoise Green Light Blue, but you see right here, limited color. It looks, the label is different, but they are both the same. They're both beautiful colors. I have not tested these yet. So we're going to be doing this together, and I'm going to be spraying them for the first time. But before we continue, I'd like to get a few things out of the way. New to the channel, you're into anything paint for the hobby, anything airbrushing, painting, and testing, anything related to plastic model building or miniatures, resin, any of that stuff, please subscribe to the channel. As we do 2 videos a week, we test it all. And we go tips and tricks. We do it all. We do it all here. And we're trying to get, oops, sorry guys, hitting the camera. Trying to get numbers way up there for 100,000. We're at 97,000 now. And so onward and upward as we complete the climb. And we're going to have a huge, massive giveaway once we reach that milestone. So you guys want to be here for that. So subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to hit the notifications so you know when we put up a video. As I told you, we do 2 videos a week. And another thing I want to get out of the way, my new paint, my Steel Apple, has sold quite well. We sold 80 bottles, and they're out of stock, but I ordered a bunch, and they will be in for the weekend, back in stock. In case you're wondering what Steel Apple looks like, here is a sample. It is a beautiful dark red color, and a couple of you asked what it looked like sprayed over chrome, so I sprayed it over chrome, and I actually don't like it. It just has a completely different look. It's a little spotty. But from a distance, not bad. Maybe if I put another layer on it, but I did it quickly over chrome. This is over the Molotov marker chrome, actually, and that's what we got. So that goes aside. And anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be testing both of these colors over mostly the same bases. We're going to do over gloss black, flat black primer. That's why I got these here. This is my current favorite black primer. I might even do a video just on this primer. I like it that much. Here is a medium gray, and for that I just went with Tamiya spray can, AS32 medium sea gray, and we're going to put this blue violet over blue, and for that I went with Titan's primer, right there, space blue, beautiful. See it? Matte primer. I did a whole video on these too if you're new to the channel. And for the green, we're going to go ahead and put it over this beautiful flat green primer, same company. That's Emerald Green Matte Primer. All right, I also sprayed some of the black primer onto a couple of Gunpla pieces, so we'll put one on each on that and see how it looks on a piece. And then, of course, we're going to do it over white. All right, so there we go. Another thing, we're going to thin these quite a bit, almost like 1 part paint to 3 parts thinner. For the thinner, you can use the Gaia brand. You can use any hobby brand. I have both. This is their metallic. This is their rapid thinner. It makes the metallics look a bit more of a sheen to them. And this is their standard color thinner. You can also, let me get these out of the way, use my favorites. And that's the trifecta here of Mr. Hobby's Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. Just their thinner or their own rapid thinner. Let's see what I paid for this. It's 12 bucks. And so any of these will work. You can use any hobby thinner, you know, any brand hobby thinner, as long as it's not this. I don't recommend these hot thinners. This is, I clean my airbrush with this, but in a pinch, if I need something, you can thin it. I don't recommend it because it reacts differently with different types of plastics and bases or primers, whereas these are much milder, not as hot as the term goes. So it's a safe bet to use any of these. So any of these are going to work. We're going to probably get the same results, really. Maybe we'll just use the rapid thinner for this. And I think I got an extra bottle of it, and that's the only reason I'm going with that choice. Now, I shook this up already. I actually put a bead in here. It didn't have one. You can kind of hear it. And I shook it up on my paint mixer, but we're also going to do a little stirring. So I'm going to get my aluminum stirrer stick. I'm going to show you. These got the new caps, by the way. If you have the name on the top, Gaia Notes, that's the new cap where it doesn't have the little plastic insert. Isn't that great? Very smart move in their pot. Oh, looks like I blended it really good. It feels like nothing is stuck to the bottom. And that is Good, that is correct. All right, let me get a paper towel here. I keep a little lacquer thinner or acetone on it. We're going to swirl this around here. You want to get all the paint off because this is not cheap. $16.99 a bottle for these, and I got them at Galactic Toys. Now, I do a weekly search of the World Wide Web looking for paint to test, and I'm on all kinds of lists, and I found out these had just come out, and that's how I discovered them. All right, I also have a new paints coming in from Robot Kai. I have my own line of paints coming in for the weekend. I believe these will be up for the weekend. We're going to do a full video on those beautiful colors. We'll show you those at the end of the video. Okay, what you're going to do here is take your stick. I take a little bit of an education here today. I take these coffee stirrers, which I get on Amazon, and then I get my wire cutter. I cut them in half, and these are about $10 for 1,000 of them. And I split them in half because I only need them so high for the cup. I end up with 2,000 paint stirrers. So, and then also, just go ahead and buy a set of these, and you just keep wiping these and using that too. But then the paper towels you end up using a bit too, and the paper towels are not cheap nowadays. They are not cheap at all. Let's stir this up one more time. It looks like a beautiful color. It doesn't look like a color shift. But let's go ahead. It's going to follow the stick down into the cup. Anything I'm going to have left over, we're just going to go ahead and pour it right back in. Now, this is very important. The thing that we wiped the little stirring stick with, it's still a little wet with acetone. Go ahead and get it all off of the top in the where you screw the cap on. Because any of that paint builds up and then it dries, it creates a barrier between the cap, and it spreads it a bit and air gets in, and that's how you start to lose your nice paints. Now I'll show you the thinning ratio on this now, and then I'll do this off camera, and then we'll head over to the booth. We'll use my swallowtail airbrush for the test. All right, let's go. We'll go with rapid thinner. Maybe I'll do the rapid and I'll do theirs and the other one, and just to show there's no real difference, I'm looking for my pipettes here. Here we go. Now I'm just going to guess this, but I can look at the cup to see how high up we're going to go with that. All right, that looks like 3 times the amount there of paint. So let me cap this off. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's just how you want it. It's, as they say, skim milk is the consistency. Very difficult to go wrong with lacquers. Gaias, I mean, you can just thin them right out. Even my paint line, it's really tough to over thin these lacquers. You know, you're not going to have any troubles. You're going to drag the paint up. And if you see a trail coming down, you can kind of see the consistency that way. That's how I can test it. But I can do it by eye now. I know right there. That's the skim milk consistency. We are good to go. Now I'm going to do the same with the blue-violet. And then we'll grab all these, head over to my paste spray booth, which is that way. And let's see how these look. All right, let's do this. We're going to start with the turquoise one there. And you know what? It might be a color shift because I'm seeing blue as well as the green. Can you see it, guys? Right there along the... So I think it is a... Without telling us it's a color shift, it looks like it's a color shift. All right, let's go over black primer first. There we go. Oh, it definitely is a color shift. I mean, they didn't tell us it's a color shift. I should have picked up on it. It has both names in the title, right? So, you know, what am I saying? It's a pretty color shift, and it shifts really nice. Wow. Now, there's the flat black. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but we'll know once it dries. Let's see what it looks like over gloss black. The gloss black is Tamiya, the spray can gloss black. That's all I used. Again, it's color shift. However, I do like it quite a bit. It's a really nice color shift. All right, here we go. Let's try it over gray. Practically paints itself. It really does go on easily. Over gray, though, we're going to get subtleties. It's not going to hit you in the face. with one or the other color. It's kind of a ghosting look. Kind of cool, actually. All right. I don't know if we're going to see anything over white. Let's try it. Only where the light hits it. See it? Wow. I'll try this under my desk lamp. We'll look at them. Oh, wait, a little bit more. Coming in there much better. Look at that. Oh, presser's on. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. A little nicer than I thought it was going to be. Compared to the gray. That's close, huh? Well, like I said, we'll go over it at the end. All right? Now we're going to go over blue. Let's see what we get. Oh, wait, this is green. What am I doing? Hold on, guys. Let me get the green one. I'm saving the blue one for the blue. Here we go. Now we're going over the green. Of course, you guys can experiment. I could have put tons of colors here. I didn't know what to do, so I says I'm going to go with the basics here and lay it down over that. And that is pretty nice. More green now because the primer comes through. I mean, it's drastically different from the others. All right, let's try it over this Gunpla piece. However, we do know what it looks like over the black already, but let's go ahead. I bet you it looks great on the kit once it's built. All the different angles and the light hitting it. It just lays down really quickly and nice. Here we go. Oh yeah, see it blue on one angle? Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's a color shift. I'm kind of shocked it's a color shift. Clearing out the paint. Well, let me clear this out, put the other color in, do the same lineup, and then we'll go over it at the bench. Alright, next one up is the Prism Metallic Blue Violet. And I guess the giveaway is the Blue Violet, and they're showing me here what it is. They're not saying it's a color shift. However, it could say it. It's in Japanese. I tried to translate, but it didn't do it for me. So I'm guessing this is they're telling me right here it's a color shift somewhere in there. So it's obvious now. But let's do it. Now, I don't know. They don't even think they make a color shift, so I'm guessing that's why it's special for them. Flat black. Here we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Trying to get it like a shinier final coat here. Even though it's going to dry dull, I think, over the matte black. That is beautiful. Wow. All right. Let's go on here. This is gloss black. No shock here as to what it's going to look like. We just saw it in the black. I'm going to go in slower and a little closer to get the wet look. And there we go. Yes. I actually have a color. Well, stay tuned for the weekend when you see my color line. I got some beautiful candy colors coming out. All right, over the gray. I like how instantly you get that purple shadow shading look there, is it? Tough to cover this gray, that's for sure. Well, let's go in slower and closer. Over gray. All right, let's do white. Gonna end up kind of like the gray, a little hotter to cover. Getting that shadow. All right, here we go. Closer and slower. I'm at, I'll look in 1 second. I believe I'm at around 16 PSI, 18. I'm at 18 PSI. Check that out. That's that. Now we have the Gunpla piece. Oh, no, we got to go over blue. Let me fill it up. I have some here. I didn't put as much as I put in as the green. So let me put a little bit more in there so we can finish this up. All right, there we go. over blue. Not getting as a dramatic effect. Oh, well, no, it's coming in. Much more purple, but a beautiful color nonetheless. All right, let's check out, well, I can do this, air off with this. And this Gumpler piece. Let's get the top. Let's get the bottom. And I think we are looking good. Yes, we are. All right. So, let me clean this out like the last time. I'll meet you back at the bench. We'll go over the results, and they are beautiful. Okay, back at the bench. Let's go over the results. And I can already hear somebody saying, well, why didn't he use that stirrer when he did the cup? Why did he break apart and use these things? I like to bring the paint over to the spray booth with me, and I keep this in there because I like to, mix it up again before I pour it in. Sometimes the metal flake will settle, and this just doesn't, it just falls over, and then I keep a paper towel with me at the bench. So in certain cases, I like just having a stick that can sit in the cup and work with me without any problems. That's why I sometimes use both. And this is really good at getting in the bottom and grinding out if anything is stuck on the bottom. And put that away. And that's why you see me use the two. All right, let's go into it. And really good. Now, I didn't realize they were color shifts. I should have picked up on it. But it doesn't say color shift. It says Prism. So right off the bat, I didn't think of it. But here is the over the flat black. Yep. Oh, this is gloss black. This is flat black. Yep. So you can see a little bit of a shine here. A little more duller here. It looks rough, but it's not. It actually is not rough. It's kind of smooth. It's the way the flakes look. You want to put a gloss coat on top. It'll work fine. That's the two blacks. This is gray. This is over white. I thought it would have been a little more dramatic in difference, but actually it isn't. And this is over the green primer. That's nice. Now what we'll do in the end is I'm going to hit it with some gloss coat. And then we'll come back and see the difference with a gloss coat on top. This is over the Gundam piece. I guess that's right around the leg, right? Around the feet? Yes. That's that piece, but, master grade size. All right, Granddad, get back there. And that's that piece. Like I said, different angles. You're going to get the blue or the purple. What shows off on this one? Green, light blue, turquoise. All right, on to the blue. All right, flat black. Beautiful. Blue violet. And this is the gloss black. Obviously, this one you can really see the difference. This is over gray. This is over the white plastic. Now, this was a shiny piece of white plastic. It's much more shinier than some of these other ones. Can you see that? So the blue one really does show through the base if it's dull or not. And this is over the blue primer. Really nice. Almost that Subaru blue, but it's got that purple shadowing to it. So there you go. Now let me pause the camera. Let me hit it with some gloss coat and come back and let's see what it looks like. All right, I'm back to wrap this up. I did it quickly with these Mr. Super Clears, matte or gloss. It was, normally I would use my 2K, but I did it quick, just so we can get a quick look at it over gloss. Here it is with the gloss coat. That's the over the gloss black base. And here it is with a gloss coat over the gloss black base. Beautiful. Kind of loses some of the color shift a little bit. Here it is with the matte. Love anodized look. That's why I did my paints in that My paint line has those as a part of it. I love the anodized metal look. It's kind of what that is. And then here is the gloss over the colored primer base. Definitely a color, like a car color almost. But there you go. That's the test. All right. I like them. I do like Gaia paint quite a bit, so I know I was going to like it anyway. But these are limited colors. They were $16.99 a bottle. I'm guessing it's limited because I believe I have a lot of Gaia paint. Let me show you before I say goodbye. Yeah, all these 2 rows is all Gaia. Down here is Gaia. This row is Gaia. These 3 rows. So let me pull it back a little bit. So you can see I have a lot of Gaia paint, and I don't think there's a color shift up there. They do their limited colors, like the blue right there. I bought a little box of them. But there's some up there that I think they say limited, but they're not like these. These are color shifts. Let's spin back here. Finally got my stereo hooked up and KEF speakers. Really impressive. Anyway, there we go. That is the test. And I'll put a link where I got them. I got them at Galactic Toys. And yeah, that's it. That is the test. Somebody asked when I did the magic marker test, when I took the ink out of the gold and the pink rose gold, I never showed the airplane wing because I forgot it in the dehydrator. So here is the gold that I did show, but here is the rose gold. I mean, it's the same idea as this, that anodized metal look, if you really think about it. So pretty impressive. This really came out really nice. I'm kind of impressed with it. But that is what happened to that. I remember they said you showed the gold wing, but you didn't show the pink one, and I realized I forgot it in the dehydrator. Anyway, guys, that is the test. All right, so the next video will be for sure my new color line. Let's get these out of the way. That's them across the back. It's 2 per color, and then you're going to put a gloss. It's why it's a tricolor paint line, and I've been giving you sneak peeks into it, and here's an example. Yes, look at this color. And we're going to paint a car kit with it, and we're going to show all of the colors, plus 2 more in my anodized metal lineup. That will be coming up for the weekend's video, and when they will also be released this week. So right now, behind the scenes, I got to do a lot of painting, get all these laid down. It's 3 coats each one, so it's going to take a bit. So that's what I'm going to right now after this video. I got to get started and get those so you guys can see every color. You guys are really going to be happy with them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Subscribe, as I said, if you haven't already. And join us and as we venture onward and upward to our 100th thou and a massive giveaway. I want all of you guys to be a part of that, and so we can share in the joy. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful rest of your week. God bless. Have a great day.